Welcome back to Hello PEI. We're going to take a deep dive into the January 2025 real estate stats. We've got the latest numbers from the Prince Edward Island Real Estate Association. And of course, we have to give a huge shout out to Mike Montague from RE/MAX Charlottetown.
Of course.
He has been so generous
Yeah.
To share not only the numbers, but some of his expert analysis as well.
Yeah, he's a fantastic resource.
He really is. So thanks, Mike.
Yes, thanks, Mike.
All right, so let's get down to business.
Okay.
What jumped out at me first was that 2024 wrapped up with a total of 2,028 homes sold.
Wow.
That's a pretty solid 8.7% increase from 2023. First, I want to zoom in on December 2024.
Okay.
We saw 119 homes sold, a 12.3% jump compared to December 2023.
Wow. Okay. While the market is strong, it might be starting to stabilize a bit.
Okay.
It's definitely something to watch closely.
Okay, fascinating.
Yeah.
Now let's talk prices.
Okay.
We can't ignore the MLS Home Price Index for this, or HPI.
Right.
It's like our compass for tracking price trends, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think of the HPI as a more refined way to look at price changes.
Okay.
Compared to just using simple averages.
Yeah.
It gives us a clearer picture of what's really happening.
So according to the HPI, the benchmark price for a single-family home in December 2024 hit $370,300.
Okay.
That's a 4.7% rise compared to the previous year.
Steady and upward.
Yeah.
But then we look at the average sale price in December.
All right. Which comes in at $404,741.
Wow.
That's a significant 13.4% jump from December 2023.
Wow. That's a pretty big leap for just 1 month.
It is.
But the plot thickens. The annual average price for all of 2024 was $389,428, a more modest 2% increase.
Okay.
What's going on there?
That's a really intriguing point.
Yeah.
The higher average sale price in December suggests a potential trend toward more higher-end properties selling during that month. Perhaps it's due to seasonality,
Right.
a shift in buyer demographics, or even a combination of factors.
It's like a puzzle figuring out what's driving these price differences. It
Absolutely.
makes you wonder if something unique happened in December to skew those numbers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it does make you wonder. But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about supply and demand.
Okay.
New listings in December 2024 saw a slight uptick of 3.7% from the year before.
Okay.
Not a huge jump,
Right.
but still an increase.
Okay, but hold on.
Didn't you say earlier that those December listings were actually below both the 5- and 10-year averages?
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a surge in supply.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
It suggests that even with a slight increase, we're not seeing as many homes hitting the market as we have in the past.
So is that why we keep hearing about a tight housing market in PEI?
Exactly.
Limited supply, lots of demand.
Exactly. And that's further underscored by the number of active listings at the end of December 2024.
Okay.
There were 848,
Wow.
the highest December figure in over 5 years.
Wow, that does seem like a lot of homes available.
It does.
Does that contradict the idea of a tight market?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It suggests that while supply might be tightening, there's still a decent pool of homes for buyers to choose from, but we need to consider another important factor: months of inventory.
Okay.
At the end of December 2024, it was 7.1 months.
Okay, help me out here.
Sure.
What does months of inventory really tell us?
Think of it like a countdown clock for the market.
Okay.
It tells us how long it would take to sell all the current listings at the current rate of sales.
Okay.
A lower number means homes are selling faster,
Right.
which could signal a more competitive environment for buyers.
So 7.1 months, being lower than the previous year and below the long-term average, does point to a market where homes are selling more quickly.
It does.
It makes you wonder what impact that has on buyers, especially those entering the market for the first time.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
The combination of limited supply and quick sales can make it particularly challenging for first-time buyers. And that leads us into a crucial aspect we haven't touched on yet: the impact of remote work.
Ah, yes. Everyone's talking about the rise of remote work and how it's changing the real estate landscape.
Yes.
Is that a factor in PEI as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Remote work has been a game changer, not just in PEI, but across the country.
Right.
It's opened up a whole new world of possibilities for people seeking a better work-life balance. And PEI, with its beautiful scenery, peaceful lifestyle, and relatively affordable housing, at least compared to larger cities,
Right.
has become a very attractive destination.
So we've got this influx of new residents drawn in by the island's charm and the flexibility of remote work.
Yes.
And they're all looking for homes, which further fuels the demand.
It's a fascinating dynamic, and it's not just remote workers.
Wow.
We're also seeing retirees and those seeking a change of pace choosing PEI.
Right.
This increased demand, coupled with the challenges in developing new housing, especially affordable options,
Yeah.
is putting upward pressure on prices.
It's a classic case of supply and demand at play.
It is.
Now, I know everyone wants to know what the future holds for PEI's real estate market.
Predicting the future is always a tricky business. But based on the current trends and the factors we've discussed, continued growth seems likely. However, the rate of that growth might moderate.
You're saying we might not see those dramatic price jumps we've witnessed recently?
It's possible as interest rates potentially stabilize and more new housing developments come online, we could see a slightly less frantic pace.
Okay.
But PEI's unique appeal, combined with those broader trends of remote work and shifting demographics, suggests demand will likely remain strong.
So it's a bit of a balancing act.
Yes.
More homes coming onto the market could ease some of the pressure, but the island's popularity isn't going away anytime soon.
Precisely. And that's where understanding the nuances of the market becomes crucial.
Which is why we're so grateful to have insights from experts like Mike Montague.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, though.
Yeah.
What advice would you give someone considering entering the PEI real estate market right now? Whether they're buying or selling. Yeah, it feels like navigating this market requires a compass and a map, especially with all these factors in play.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And that's precisely where a local realtor can be invaluable.
Right.
Someone like Mike Montague, who lives and breathes this market, can provide personalized guidance based on your specific needs and goals.
Yeah, Mike's been our data guru for this whole deep dive, and his insights have been fantastic.
He's a wealth of knowledge.
He is.
A good realtor can help you decipher the market trends, connect you with the right resources, and ultimately empower you to make informed decisions.
It's like having a trusted guide in this ever-changing landscape.
Exactly.
But beyond finding a realtor, what other advice would you give someone who's thinking about jumping into the PEI real estate market?
Whether you're buying or selling, research is key.
Okay.
Take the time to understand the different neighborhoods, explore the types of properties available, and really pinpoint what factors are most important to you.
So things like location, size, style, budget,
Exactly.
those non-negotiables.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
The more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to make decisions that align with your goals.
Speaking of informed decisions, I know we've talked a lot about rising prices. Does that mean the dream of home ownership in PEI is out of reach for first-time buyers?
That's a concern many people have.
Right.
While affordability is a challenge, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
There are still opportunities for first-time buyers, especially if they're willing to be flexible.
So maybe considering smaller homes,
Right.
exploring different neighborhoods, or thinking outside the box in terms of property types.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Condos, townhouses, or properties slightly outside the most sought-after areas can offer more attainable price points.
Right.
It's about finding the right fit for your individual circumstances.
It sounds like there's still hope for those entering the market.
There is.
Now, what about those on the other side of the equation? The sellers.
Yeah.
What should they keep in mind in this current market?
It's definitely a seller's market right now in PEI,
Yeah.
which can be exciting, but it's still crucial to price your property strategically
Right.
and present it in its best light.
So no slapping on an inflated price tag just because the market's hot.
Overpricing can backfire and scare away potential buyers.
Right.
It's important to work with your realtor to determine a fair and competitive price that will attract the right offers.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
The PEI real estate market is dynamic and ever-evolving.
Okay.
While the numbers provide valuable insights, they're only one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Understanding the broader context, the local nuances, and your own individual needs and goals is essential for navigating this market successfully.
It's about seeing the whole picture, not just the numbers.
Precisely. And having a trusted advisor like Mike Montague by your side can make all the difference.
Couldn't agree more. A huge thank you to Mike for sharing his expertise and giving us those valuable insights.
Got it.
And to you, our listener, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of PEI real estate.
We hope you found it informative and insightful.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just daydreaming about island life, we encourage you to stay curious, stay engaged, And remember, the PEI real estate market is full of possibilities.
And who knows, maybe we'll catch you on our next deep dive. Until then, happy house hunting.